It is not just the mentally ill who feel threatened by the cuts at the Vancouver Island Health Authority. VIHA will be cutting by half the number of gastric bypass operations it will perform. And many people who are morbidly obese hold out hope that that is surgery that will change or save their lives. They have already, in many cases, been waiting 2 years or more, and now that wait will double. A News reporter MERIBETH BURTON joins us now with more on the story. MERIBETH.
Hudson, a staggering 55% of all British Columbians are overweight, 19 of those obese. And while gastric bypass is considered an elective procedure, for the people waiting on long lists to have the surgery, it could mean the difference between their lives and their deaths. It's Roxanne Humble's 38th birthday today, but she has little to celebrate. Her hopes for gastric bypass surgery were deflated this week when VIHA announced the number of procedures for morbidly obese people were being cut from 124 last year to 52 this year.
It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense.
Humble lives with several health conditions that, coupled with her obesity, could prove fatal for her.
Chronic renal failure causes high blood pressure, and my weight increases that high blood pressure. And it's a deadly cycle because the high blood pressure causes more kidney damage, and then my weight on top of it, I could end up in total renal failure and need a kidney transplant.
Ron Merk runs a support site for people needing weight loss surgery.
This one lady says, I'm so furious that I'm prepared to go sit on the lawn of their homes.
He's hearing from several people who are worried about the VIHA cuts. Merk had gastric bypass surgery 5 years ago and went from weighing 345 pounds to 200.
Quality of life is so awesome. I frankly believe I wouldn't be here now if I'd not had the surgery. So everything is a bonus for me. But frankly, I get to pick up my grandkids as an example. I can probably run down the street and keep up with you. And before the surgery, I couldn't climb a flight of stairs.
Dr. Brad AMSON is BC's leading gastric bypass surgeon. He says money will not be saved by cutting surgeries.
To treat a diabetic, a type 2 diabetic on insulin and all the other medications, and costs roughly about $10,000 a year in Canada.
And what's the surgery cost?
The surgery cost is something like that. And they're in the hospital for a day or two. If they have the surgery, they're frequently off all their insulin and diabetic medications within a month.
Dr. AMSON has about 500 patients that are waiting for gastric bypass surgery, and their wait is expected to be about 2 years. That was before the VIHA cuts. Now it could be 5 years from surgery. Dr. AMSON says 150,000 British Columbians are obese and have a body mass index above 40. He believes more surgeries are needed, not less.
So 700 to 1,000 cases a year. I think in our hospital we have the capability of doing 300 to 400 cases a year.
With only 52 gastric bypass procedures available next year, Roxanne Humble's name falls farther down the list. In the meantime, she's taking small steps to improve her condition.
I'm changing my eating habits. I have lost 35 pounds this year.
But without gastric bypass, Humble believes she will never achieve a healthy body weight. Our request to VIHA for an interview was declined today. They do tell us that 80 procedures will be performed in 2009-2010, 52 gastric bypass surgeries in 2010-2011, and VIHA says the chosen ones will be based on the urgency of their cases. That's likely bad news for the woman we spoke to in our story, Roxanne Humble, who's considered a bypass lightweight, but devastating news just the same, Hudson. She had hoped this significant weight loss that would come from the surgery would leave her in a much better position to become pregnant.
All right, MERIBETH BURTON reporting. MERIBETH, thank you.